Any patient being told the words that my 9-year-old had to hear is not okay.
Those words? We're out of the chemo drug that could save your life. Laura Bray and her daughter Abby, diagnosed with leukemia, would face that unthinkable scenario not once, not twice, but 3 times during the course of her treatment.
She said, well, do I die? No one had an answer for her, right? I didn't have an answer. So I just said, Abby, we're going to try to find it.
Laura enlisted hundreds of friends and family who called every children's hospital searching for the drug Abby needed.
It worked, and once we did that, I was haunted. I couldn't sleep.
Because countless other kids were being told their drugs weren't available. In fact, 75% of the 20 most essential pediatric cancer drugs have been short in the last 5 years.
These chemotherapy drugs, they're the backbones of curative and life-saving regimens for which we have no alternative. It is exceedingly rare that we can have an alternative.
Dr. Yoram Unguru is a pediatric oncologist and a professor at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine.
It's critical.
Unlike adults, he told us most kids with cancer, about 85%, can be cured, but it can't be done without the necessary drugs.
How is it possible that we run out of these critical care drugs for kids?
It's complicated. Most experts believe that the primary drivers for these chemotherapy shortages are economic, business decisions. There's not a lot of drug companies that want to make them. They're not cheap to make, but they are reimbursed at a very low level.
Among them, methotrexate, used for kids with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, brain tumors, and leukemia. It's been in shortage since March. The most common childhood cancer is acute lymphoblastic leukemia, one that requires 10 drugs and often years to treat. 8 out of those 10 drugs have been in short supply over the last decade.
What's it like to tell a family, I think I can cure your child of cancer, but I don't have the drugs to do it?
It is one of the most frustrating and difficult discussions I've had, but you're handcuffed. You don't want to treat cancer with one hand behind your back. Cancer is hard.
The FDA and independent researchers have found these shortages caused relapses requiring more intensive, toxic chemotherapy, decreased enrollment in life-saving clinical trials, and patient deaths.
The problem is the pharmaceutical companies aren't required to tell us how long the shortages are going to last, and so you have to make a bit of a guess.
And that guesswork is exactly what Laura Bray wants to take out of the equation, inspired by her daughter Abby.
She was my catalyst, and then I said, I think I could do something. And then I asked everybody, can you do something with me?
That's when she started Angels for Change. Using her expertise as a business professor specializing in supply chains, she's connected the stakeholders, hospitals, drug makers, distributors, doctors, and patients to work together to end drug shortages.
We can ensure no child will ask their parent, will I die if I don't get my medicine?
She says the players are willing and all agree that something must be done.
The question is, are we going to do it? I didn't know drug shortages existed until this happened to my child in 2019, but they did 10 years before they had congressional hearings. So don't let this moment go away. Don't bring me back here in 10 years. We've got to do the work, and everyone has got to come to the table.
For Spotlight on America, I'm Lisa Fletcher.
Hi, I'm National Investigative Correspondent Angie Moreski. Thanks for watching Spotlight on America on YouTube. If you enjoy our investigative reports, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you have a tip for a future investigation, we want to hear from you. Just send your idea to spotlight@sbgtv.com. And we'll see you next time.